Last time you were on, we talked 2025 predictions. Mm-hmm. My 2026 prediction is that Spotify becomes a serious contender for the stake that YouTube currently claims, because they are leaning into video content of any capacity. So you're going to start seeing music videos on Spotify. Already there's video versions of podcasts on Spotify. You get short form content in there. It's possible. Although YouTube is a free contender.
I'm gonna challenge you and say 2026 prediction. YouTube, because YouTube with YouTube Premium also comes with YouTube Music, whatnot. Would I ever listen to YouTube Music? I have YouTube Premium. Okay. Because I hate ads.
Okay, so that's your
and I only watch your videos, and I never watch any of the ads.
Okay, that's fair.
But no, I don't know if I would ever actually use YouTube Music. But with that being said,
can you actually break that down for me? Because
YouTube Music is just Spotify and YouTube
as a separate app, or is it?
I don't know.
YouTube? Oh, you don't have it. Okay, right.
No, but part of Spotify Premium is like YouTube Music's included, no ads.
Okay,
whatnot. I will say, music streaming obviously sticks with Spotify. I see a larger fan base and a larger presence of podcast listening on YouTube versus Spotify.
Currently, because the video versions are on YouTube.
Correct. And
or is that your prediction?
That's my prediction, but also kind of there's a couple podcasts that I do listen to that
on YouTube?
On Spotify, but then I'll listen, or then I'll go to YouTube, because in the podcast they're like, hey, like they're talking about products, but then they're putting the products like up on screen, like in an actual video.
Right.
So I'll double back and just like see in the video where it was.
Oh,
and these things have like 500,000 views on just YouTube.
Come on, Jude.
So
come on. There we go. Gang's all here.
I don't know. I think YouTube is just too big to fail at this point. I don't see Spotify getting a piece of that pie.
Now, this might phase into some of that. I am sorry in advance. Her breath stanks, and now your your right thumb is about to stank. But look how far we've. He won't even do it. Look how far we've come. Judah used to be. John has known Judah most of her life.
Yeah.
And Judah, close that mouth. No, if you're gonna breathe through your mouth, you're gonna get down. This is where I get distracted, because holy shit, she's got a stinky face. Actually, I might just get you down now, because you can't go to your fan. Quick temporary timeout. Actually, we've got the wireless microphone, so I don't even need to pause. On the YouTube conversation, you say that YouTube is too big to fail. Mm-hmm. Not only do I disagree strongly, because of all the tech companies that you can think of, all of them, what is the biggest one that up until now you would have said, there's no way that crumbles? Because if you don't have an answer, I just...
Go ahead and I'll think.
Google. Google it might still hold the largest share of tech dominance.
Okay.
Google's primary thing, of course, is like ad revenue and all that, and it's like compatibility with all the other apps and all the other producers and creators and whatever. But the search engine itself is like the heart of what Google is. It's become its own phrase. I'm going to look something up. Google is the knowledge of human information.
Yep.
ChatGPT is about to destroy it, because what happened with Google Gemini is, even if you don't use the Gemini feature itself, when you search something, automatically it gives you the AI overview of all of the information. And no longer, you can still, of course, click the links and the tabs that it tries to get you to different websites that have the information to the answer that you're asking. But it tries to get you that faster by giving you the AI overview, which sucks.
Which is fair, but I will say Google is far bigger than people realize. Like, for example...
No question, it's still massive.
Well, for example, when you think of phones, you have iOS, Android.
Right, and Google.
Android is a Google product.
That is actually news to me.
Yes, so every company has like their flavor. Like Samsung utilizes Android, and the Google Pixel phones utilize Android, but the central, it's kind of like this open source thing, but at the end of the day, its roots tie back to Google.
Okay.
So Google, like half of the phones are iPhones, the other half are Google.
Sure. So I got a dog hair on my face. I think what I more mean about the too big to fail thing is that search engine itself.
Right.
That the search engine of Google may become irrelevant soon because of apps like ChatGPT. Judah, go lay down, you stinky face. But in the same way, and I guess we can keep it on the Google thing for a second, but I think YouTube will always exist. I don't think that it's too big to fail, though, necessarily for the stake that it claims. Streaming, video services, etc., creators may start moving to Spotify if it exponentially grows in this way.
Yeah, but I would also see them they're just posting like 2 different places now, kind of like you do.
Oh, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. And what I'll say about YouTube is like, a trend that I see is that any sort of influencer, if you want to call it that, or content creator that makes it big on other platforms, Instagram, TikTok, or Vine, back when Vine was a thing,
RIP.
A lot of people who make it big on one platform want to try and take that career and cater it to an actual YouTube career.
Sure.
Because, like, I mean, 1 million views on YouTube is better than, like,
now we're not
50 million on, like, TikTok.
But we're not talking shorts.
Not talking short. Well,
right.
I mean,
short form TikTok.
Shorts.
Right. Well, short form TikTok creators try to have a long form career on YouTube.
All I'm saying is that I feel like YouTube is kind of the end all be all goal for creators if they want to have a legitimate, like, big career. Like, I would say a mid-tier YouTube channel that's still getting a lot of views and ad revenue and whatnot is usually better off than some of, like, the higher tier, like, Instagram accounts.
I agree.
Yeah.
As a person who has, I literally, the other day, I was going through with Emma and showing her some of my vlogs from high school, because those all still exist. When at the time, it was like, I'm going to be a YouTuber. That's what I'm going to be. When being a YouTuber was just vlogs. I mean, there was obviously way more than that. There was different types of content creators, but vlogging was a, like, not for me, a lame high schooler, but was a career path for content creators.
Yep.
I still have not caught up with the short form content. I'm not great at short form content. My short form content is snippets of my long form content.
Yeah.
But in the reverse order, like, a short form creator moving over to long form content isn't as, I don't think, as
seamless
easy.
as a long form going short form.
Exactly, yeah. Which is why I think that Spotify might have a place. Because if you're, and maybe you're right, maybe it's just a competitor. Maybe it's just like they post in both places at once.
It's a separate branch of the same tree.
Right, but as Spotify starts getting all these exclusivity deals where, like, you can only watch this on Spotify, it makes it more likely that they have a possible path to overtake the long form content game.
Right.